Very nice.
She say what the message in the Zoom invite host will let you enter. You haven't let her enter yet. Too bad. Membership
Yes,
only.
yes, yes. I'm gonna admit everybody right now. Hi there, everyone.
Hi everyone.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, we got so many people. Oh my gosh, this is great. So I think we kept everybody waiting for a little while. And guess what? We're having more people coming in. Oh wow, I'm having more and more people. Okay, wonderful. All right. So welcome everyone. Welcome everybody to our episode on the employer interview. All right. Okay, let me see. So sorry, I would just like to mute everybody first. Okay, so I think everybody is muted. Yep. And let me just get into slideshow as well. I think if I'm not wrong, we are actually streaming this live to both Facebook and YouTube. I'm not sure if it's coming up there, but hey, you know what? Everything has got its first time. So welcome everybody again. I'm Eileen, and you can see, for this particular episode of employer interview, this is not the first time we are doing the employer interview, but it is indeed the first time that we are bringing on a senior HR who is so passionate about meeting people. You should read his personal statement on LinkedIn, on his working mantra. So, but what better way than to bring him online here in live, in person? It's just that I'm not sitting next to him. But it really gives me great pleasure to bring on Shawn Lim, who's the head of talent network in Asia Pacific, and he works with Infineon Technologies. And Shawn, we've got so many people here. I wasn't really expecting this, but I must say that I'm so encouraged by so many professionals actually joining your channel. Even though I never showed a picture of you, no one saw you in action. What a jovial person you are. I know Shawn personally, everyone. Shawn, Shawn actually stands out to me. You can see the color of his jacket as well, right? Which is so not ordinary. So what I'd like to do is, hand the floor to Shawn. But before that, please know why we are doing this. The purpose of this particular forum is an initiative by the Art of Career and by myself, of course. I'm the founder of the Art of Career, and I've always have a interest to really bring the employers and job seekers together. It's all about connecting people, and you and I know that, right? It's basically who you know that's gonna hear your story, and hopefully they could be your sponsor, not just mentor, but your sponsor to make things happen. So I am also always on the lookout for hiring managers, HR professionals who are really passionate about bringing people together as well. And I can hand on my heart say Shawn is definitely like-minded on this front. So I'd like to pass the floor over to Shawn. And Shawn, would you like to walk us through? And at the same time, while Shawn is walking through, can I ask everyone who has joined us in Zoom today, just type in the chat your target roles. So, think about the roles that you would like to go after. And I did say in the in the covering slide that there are over 60 positions open, and I've put you right ahead of the queue so that you can ask Shawn and his team some questions over there. But do type in the chat what are the kind of roles that you're interested in. And as you are typing this, I want to pass the floor over to Shawn. I know Shawn will be thinking, Eileen, you keep saying you want to pass the floor over to me, but you keep yabbering away.
No worries, no worries. I think I've known Eileen very long time, and I think it's so exciting to do this because what I think is that that this friendship goes beyond and really helping people to understand what Infineon has. It's really fantastic, and I'm going to try to share my screen here.
Yep,
Would
please
that
do
be
that.
good? Yeah. And if you can you see this? Can you see my
Yeah.
screen? Can you hear
Beautiful.
me?
Beautiful.
Okay, so basically, if you go to that QR code there, that's to my LinkedIn profile. So definitely, you want to know about me. I don't have to talk. You all can go straight to LinkedIn. You can find out about me. Um, I turn coffee into chips. That's so interesting. In fact, maybe I should show you all something if you all can see. So if you all can see this, this is given to every new hire that comes in.
Wow.
So
Wow. You make us excited already.
it's very interesting, and why I turn coffee into chips, because part of our mission is making life easier, safer, and greener. And being in semiconductor, um, we just not just make like chips, right? We really want to help people with the global trends coming on board to really understand how um, power supply chips, how our chips, how microcontroller chips actually help in the moving, actually, if you ask me, in the ever changing global trends that has happened. So basically this is so important, and many people may not know that if you look at my profile, I was formerly from a healthcare industry, and I joined a semiconductor industry. And people ask me this every time. People ask me when I go on talks, and people ask me, Sean, are you sure, are you going from a sunrise industry to a sunset industry? so so here is this. I'm not going to a sunset industry. In fact, I'm going to an industry that makes life easier, safer, and greener.
Yeah.
And easier, safer, and greener by the products that we do, by the things, by the solutions that we do to help organizations, consumers, as well as organizations that manufacture products to become easier, safer, and greener. And you can see we are actually a top 10 semiconductor company in the whole
Mm,
wide world, almost close to 50,000 employees, and growing. Yeah, um, definitely a semiconductor solutions. So how we brand ourselves is not just manufacture chips actually, but we provide solutions for customers, and we provide solutions actually for a lot of solutions that you see in AI, in big data, in home security, in areas whereby we actually enjoy the good things right now. Even what we see that we have, I'm sure we have all our chips, even the cars, all of this, our chips actually exist in all these places. You probably
wow.
won't know any.
Yes, yes. It's working behind the scenes and it's hidden somewhere in the equipment, in the cars that we drive, anything
Yes,
that has electronic stuff in it.
yes. So
Powerful.
security, big data,
Right,
smart homes. Everybody
right.
has a smart homes. Now everybody talk to Siri. Everybody talk to Google.
Oh, I think Siri is eavesdropping into my conversation, but never mind. Okay, please.
So wearables, if you have smartwatches,
Yeah.
so all of this, I think it's really, um I would say, the only word that I could say is global mega trends will push the increase of importance of microelectronics throughout the whole world. And that's why I wouldn't say this is a sunset, right? It is a consistent need, even with renewable energy. Goodness me, I
Right.
I I can go on and on, but okay. All right. So about Singapore, yeah, Singapore
Mm,
is our regional
yes.
HQ. Here we have close to about 2,002 employees across diverse functions, and regional sales, marketing, distribution comes from here. Regional central functions. What does central function means? They are IT functions, HR functions, finance functions, supply chain functions. So we call ourselves central functions, not support functions, but we are central to everything. So
I
central functions, yeah. Um, we have co-innovation space, and later we will watch a video, and the co-innovation, we will tell you what's co-innovation space in that video,
mm,
and also about R&D. So I won't let the cat out of the bag. I think the video will speak on that, and also global competency hub for test. So global competency hub and global logistic hub means we are a very um, important infrastructure in the entire Infineon's ecosystem.
Right.
So very good, very simple example. A global computer hub for test. What does it mean? That means all our chips go through testing in the Singapore site before it ships out worldwide. So that's what I'm telling you in supply chain perspective. That means all chips around the world come to Singapore, get tested, and goes out. So as part of
Okay.
that whole supply chain.
So it is indeed a hub then, for sure.
Yes, yes. And of
Nice.
course, with that, logistics plays a very important role. Singapore is our strategic position
Okay.
geographically, so that we with our free trade agreements and all of this with many countries, this actually helps us.
And lots of incentives as well. That's
Yes.
what we've been doing, putting Singapore on the world map. Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yep.
attracting lots of employers so that, and plus we've got a lot of talent here. Many organizations have already set up their regional footprint here in Singapore.
Yes. Yes.
So we're not new in this game in terms of country wise. Yeah. And talent, of course.
In fact, to be frank, we have competitors also in Singapore. Right across me, I see a building, Qualcomm, that is empty. They have not shipped in here, but an empty building that I
Right,
see, but
right,
it's a
right.
huge building. Yeah. so
It's true.
it's very interesting to see how infrastructure has created this whole change, and not only the whole demographic change, the I mean the mega trends in terms of
Right.
urbanization, right, and has caused all of this, yes, to change.
Wonderful.
Yep. So we in fact, you asked me, really turning real world applications, and then the
Mm,
link between real and digital world. We are number one in power, in our power chips, number three in microcontroller, and number one in security and MEMS microphone. So
wow.
this is how strong we are. 8.5 million revenue, and the outlook for this year will likely grow up to around 10 billion. So this is
This
just
is
to give you a
something that I
financial
like.
perspective. Yep.
Yeah, this is something that I like because where you get I'm really just trying to help everyone here on a call to say that, when you talk to Sean, you're not only getting advice from him on the talent space, but I know that Sean is able to also talk about business, and direction. And I think it gives us a sense of comfort feel that you're here to stay, right? Like Infineon is here to stay. You're willing to invest,
Yes.
right, in growing the presence from here. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
A.
And what more, Eileen? Next slide actually tells you that we are very serious about our R&D
Oh,
investment.
cool, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. R&D is the way to go. Yeah.
Yeah, and Singapore is we have a development center. One of our hubs here is a development center for Asia Pacific. So
Right,
imagine, I think if you ask me, it's about, for Singapore itself, we have invested close to 1 over million in terms of
right.
R&D infrastructure into Singapore.
Mm,
So again, you see that R&D is a very essential in Infineon's whole ecosystem, and this is so critical to us. And the investment actually speaks why I won't say that this is a sunset again, but a sunrise. Look at the investment.
indeed. Yeah. With you there, it better be sunrise.
No lah, don't say that lah. I'm humbled by all your
Hey,
words.
come on.
It embarrassed me only.
Yeah, I mean, something about Sean is he's also an organizational psychologist, and that's where I met him. And he can joke about a lot of things, but then he can just switch like that when we talk about really serious theoretical stuff. So I know that he's really flexible, and would be really nice to be working with you in the same team as well. Yeah. Well, I had my fair share already.
Yeah, so I think lifelong learning is very important, and I think that's where we met each other through our own lifelong learnings,
Yeah, absolutely.
experiences. All right, and so again, customers, I think this is so important, because
Right,
we not just manufacture, we partner them to produce. Of course, we produce their products for them.
right,
So a B2B, not a B2C, but a B2B kind of approach. And the list goes on. This is just a small uh, footprint that you can see only.
right.
And you can see all of these customers are, I mean, like even Google, Microsoft, Foxconn, Dell, Cisco, Amazon, all these companies. Most of them are all tech companies.
Yeah.
You can see also the automotive industry as well,
Mm.
the Schneiders, the Siemens, the healthcare, manufacturing, the smart homes, the Samsung, the LGs, even gaming, Nintendo. So this is just a very small footprint that you can see how we supply our chips to, and this is so interesting because this is just a very small footprint. Yep,
Yeah, and it actually tells us that you are very much entrenched into the whole value chain, so to speak.
yep,
Yeah, and there's a lot of, I mean, the ecosystem. I mean, let's just say that COVID actually forces everybody to go digital, and Infineon has already been there. I've known the Infineon brand from way back when I first started career coaching people as well, way back then. So I know it's a known brand, and it's been working behind the scenes, supplying chips, supplying stuff to big organization. Oftentimes we only see the external equipment. We don't see what goes behind. But it really makes us feel good that global company such as yours is actually setting up a presence here in Singapore. Yeah.
in fact, Eileen, what you say is very true. I think we in I think 1st December we had a 50th anniversary kind of celebration where we
Wow.
invited the DPM to came to give an official speech of how we are moving towards AI.
Hmm.
So go to our yeah, LinkedIn and all that and go and look at that video. And actually, it's quite heavily publicized in the media and all of that. I mean, so excited. Even he mentioned about our Jumpstart program, which is our flagship fresh graduate program. Uh, One of
Oh.
my own HR products, actually.
Hey, I was just gonna say that as I was just playing your video and all that. Actually, my own my own kids were saying, "Hey, that's a very chill place to go to," and of course, they were attracted more by your the people's lounge and all that stuff. It's so modern. Yeah. So I'll say it already attracted the alpha generation wanting to join your organization. So good job. Yeah.
Yep, yep. Thank you. There's a lot of things that we have to still do because this is something that we want to move forward and remain progressively. I think that is so important. Yep,
Okay.
and just give you all a very slight profile of how staff demographics is. I think this is so important.
Good. 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 Yeah.
And you can see how
Mm.
Asia Pacific actually from here, this slide, you can actually see how much resources of people we have actually hired. Second largest market outside Europe. If
All right.
no, actually the outside Europe we hire the most people.
Yes, yes, indeed. I can see here.
You
Wow,
see the diversity even. We provide diversity for Europe.
that's nice. Very encouraging. Singapore being a cosmopolitan place, you can find all sorts of ethnicity and also diversity here. And I think what really helps if I can just say, put on my, national gear and say something good, which is true. All right. I mean, COVID brought about a lot of changes, not only on the work front, but personal front as well. And I think, I always say this, what better place to be transitioning in between jobs is actually Singapore, with a lot of help from the government as well. And I think there are a lot of good people around, yeah, who want to help the local scene. So yay,
Yep.
stay on to it, man. Yeah, go on. Tell us more. And I'm very sure, Sean, everybody wants to know, hey, come on, tell us about your open position. but
Yes,
but
yes,
yes,
yes.
this
But
is
I think
reassuring.
this is very important to understand how the culture is because again,
Yes.
you look at demographics, how many people we hire, how
Yeah,
many people actually leave us. If you look at it, I mean, this I'm not lying. This is official reports that you can actually find in the web and all of that. So our turnover rate for a manufacturing organization is 7.3%, which is actually fantastic.
fantastic. Yeah, single digit is
Yes,
not easy.
single digit. It's not easy for a manufacturing organization or microelectric micro semiconductor company to have such very good turnover rate.
Very nice.
And also with training hours, of course, that's very important to us,
Mm,
where we train and develop people.
wow. Every time when it comes to a crunch, you and I know, right? Training budget is always the first that get but it's good to join an organization that invests in its people and continuous learning, because otherwise, how can you adapt to the changes in the market?
Definitely. So this is just to give you all a very high level snapshot of how the organization, and I think this is my real last slide, that not just
Okay.
training or turnover, but I think um, what is so important is about, I like this, career paths are individual and how we succeed, and every career is individual. And to all job seekers, I think this is so important. You must have you must be very clear about your compass, your
Mm.
internal compass, and with if you lose that meaning, you must find it back. And I think Eileen is a good person that you can have a chat later. Art of career, right? You can see that logo there.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
she will have a tools lah to make it to help you.
I think the local talent workforce here, they are not short of assistance and tools and resources. I think they are in a very good place. In fact, I would say maybe a lot too many, and they might need some time to curate. But I like what you say. I really resonate with that. Sometimes just go out there, venture out, and listen, and then be a little more sensitive to yourself. Like, is this something I like to do? Sometimes I would say this: you don't have all the answers, and it's good to listen to what others have to say about you. Some people may say, hey Tony, you seem to be very good in this. Hey Angeline, I think you look so interested, you look so alive when you're doing that job. So let's also listen to what our colleagues, our clients, our vendors say about us. And in fact, that's the very reason
Yep.
that I started Out of Career. It was by sheer advice from one of my clients, who say, hey, Eileen, you should just put yourself out there. I think, with so much advice, it will really help. Yeah. Okay. So Shawn, yes. Did I interrupt you on
No,
this
no, no,
slide?
no, no. I think this
Okay.
is so important because um, I think this is where also Infineon has the role to
Mm,
play, whereby every individual. So this is also part of HR that we do horizontal movement, enrichment, vertical movement, and even reduction in scope. So these are all actually milestone career changes that everybody goes through. Actually, if you ask me, you know
yeah. And
and there's nothing wrong. Even sometimes reduction in scope, why take a step back? Yes, why not? Certain times in your career you need to do that, right?
yeah, absolutely.
Family and all of that as well. So this is where
Yeah.
this flexibility is so important. And
Yeah.
that's why these 5 pointers on the right is critical, huh? Ownership, you yourself must take the ownership. And every employee, every individual have this ownership,
Yeah.
right, to do whatever that is needed,
Yeah.
to drive their own success,
Hmm.
right, drive their steps to personal success, actually, if you ask me. And
Actually, I realized that truth be told, I didn't know you started off as an engineer. You know,
yes, I did.
I didn't know, right? Because I thought maybe you started your journey in HR, but you actually started off as an engineer,
Yes.
and then along the way you kind of moved on. And I saw that you also mentioned that you are certified, right? Or you're trained in project management.
Yep.
So wow, that's wonderful, right? So you are not just encouraging people to go forth, be clear, and then courageously go pursue a change in
Yes,
career,
yes,
if,
yes,
if it's
yes, yes. So this
right.
ownership and clarity. So clarity is another thing that is so important, because you must be clear exactly what you need to do. Sometimes it may be saying, okay, I'm going to take this job because I'm very clear exactly what I want to achieve, to learn something, to do something, to get that specific training, that
Right.
particular development, that particular on-job competency development, and all of that. No, we can go on very, very long in that clarity and that moment of purpose. And with that, you need to be agile. So
Yeah.
I think now in these times, agility is so important.
Yes. Of course, I've got my list of questions, but I also do want you to see, what our participants on Zoom have actually typed in the chat. right?
I don't know how to see that because I have to maybe
Let me read it out to you. And I think what I would encourage everyone to do is to connect with Shawn on LinkedIn.
sure.
I usually would say that at the end of the call. This is not the end of the call because I haven't asked you all the important questions yet. Yeah. So I'm with you guys. And also we want to show you where you can, put in your application. So
Yes.
we've got Haji Rahim as well on the call. We've got Lee Tan Ling, she says that she's looking for marketing services, events planning and management. And then we've got Mukesh, who's looking for AWS solutions architect, very much on the IT space. I think this is like duck to water, hand in glove kind of thing. Wow. I feel so
Okay.
excited.
So fantastic. I think let's speed up a little. Jump, jump, jump. Okay. So
Jump,
see
jump,
that
jump.
QR code there
Yeah.
on the right. If you
Ah,
would scan that, you would
very
go to
good.
our career site,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
there we have all our jobs over down there, around 100 roles in Singapore. And
100, I thought 60, more than that. Wow.
okay, because we have some that are student roles, graduate roles as well, contract roles.
Really?
So
Well,
yes. So
tell my
so so
daughter to apply.
yeah, internship. Yeah,
Internship, right?
internship is, yes, we have quite a lot of internship. We have even
Okay.
you'll be surprised. We take in close about 130, close to 150 sometimes
Wow.
interns per year. No, goodness me.
Goodness me. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, and I remembered Robert De Niro movie, the intern basically is a mature intern, but nonetheless his attitude is fantastic as well. Uh, I've got Jessica on the call who says she's looking for process management and compliance role. Again, I'm happy for her. James Gill, hey, Shawn, didn't I tell you about James Gill? James Gill,
Yeah.
you know, hi James. And James was one of the early ones who reached out to me, on LinkedIn and say, Eileen, where do I sign out? How do I get to know whoever this senior HR person is? So, yep, that's James. He's looking for senior IT project management kind of role. So, or even, leading a team per se. Noraini said HR shared services, HR operations. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we've got Haji Rahim also said facilities management maintenance project.
We also have facilities. We are recruiting for facilities, so you all can look
Really?
at it. Yeah. So
Whoa,
please go
I'm so
to this
excited.
career site. You cannot send me resume. I'm
Yeah,
bounded by GDPR or PDPA and cannot send me
don't
your
send
resume.
it.
So submit to this QR code and then you can download. And because of our portal is designed in such a way that it takes you less than 60 seconds to submit, actually less than 60 seconds.
Really?
But make sure you get ready your resume and all your details.
Yes, yes, yes. And everyone, please remember, please remember how you should be writing your resume. And of course, whatever they ask for in the job advert, make sure, look for those keywords. And if
Yes,
you
very
if you
important.
do have those skills, why not use their keywords? Okay, remember that. That's
Yes.
like top most. But don't lie. Yeah, please don't lie. Yeah. I think I do also want to mention that Wee Sun Kong said that he's looking for product marketing application support for analog power product.
Haha.
Wow.
I think have some SMD roles there inside. I think you can just,
Wow.
yeah. So I think most of the roles that you mentioned, I think there are some roles inside there.
Yeah.
In fact, most of the roles I think I hear, if I mean I don't know the technical exact fit, but I'm sure you can.
Engineer.
I'm a quality engineer. Okay,
Oh, oh,
I
oh,
say yes and no to the product. I do a SOC test, if you all
ah,
understand.
cool. Because these are individual professionals who have made an effort to join the call, and this is way more than we expected people to actually dial in. But I do want to also give them a little bit of recognition there. So Alice is looking for Alice Ho looking for pricing procurement role. Yoksan, yeah, interest in procurement and supply chain. I think this is definitely a sunrise kind of sector.
We have quite a
Uh,
number of supply chain roles, and I think one or two roles may be also factory integration. So that is very interesting. So again, supply chain now actually involve factory integration. So they want to look at how to automate things. So it's very interesting to see how this has also changed and evolved. Actually, if you ask me.
Right, right. And I like that. You know, the good thing about the local talent here is they've seen companies who have come in and expanded, and then they have actually been exposed to the early stages. It's not like, Singapore is new to bringing in, global employers. And so that's the good news there. They are not newbies, so to speak, right? And then I've got yeah, Victor Ng, who is keen in business development, technical sales. Wow, absolutely spot on. Yeah. And then we've got, let me just read on. I've got Angeline Chia, who's interested in secretarial admin. And then we've got, let me see who else. Po Chuan. Po Chuan is number one who dialed into this call and have been
Yes.
in the waiting room. I think you recognize, right, Sean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't have prizes one, are you? No, just kidding. Maybe I should give one cup lah.
Yes, please. Can you please give one cup to the audience here? Yeah, yeah. But hey, guys, good news to you is I got Sean and Sharon. All right.
Yes.
And who's a member of his team as well. Equally animated. If you think I'm chatty, Sharon is even chattier.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh my gosh, and she's got tons and nuggets of information to share. But what I want to say is that they have both Sean and Sharon have agreed to actually, give this episode a test, but with such response, they've agreed to come back for next two episodes as well. And they're gonna dive a little deeper into some
Yes.
a role cluster, so to speak. Wow, really, this is the first time we are seeing this. I'm so excited for everybody. I think I'm excited for myself also. Po Chuan is looking for service project management. I can almost hear Po Chuan say, "Wow, say my name, never say what role I'm interested." It seems to be losing out. No, no, no. I just said it. Okay. So Jessica looking for logistic, supply chain project management. Very nice. And thank you, Grace, for saying thank you.
By, by
Yes.
by the way, can you capture all of this and
Yes.
later send it to me or Sharon so that
Wow.
there's follow up or something like that?
Guys, where do you find an HR that is so serious, right? I mean, he's really, I tell you, amidst all that laughter, he's like very serious, okay? And I know he's one of the top 5% of you know, top students, yeah. Okay, wonderful. Very nice. Yeah. So we've got quite a few here. And I think what we want to do is really, do you want me to show the video or the website first? Which one do you want me to?
Let's look at the website first, then the video. We are a bit,
Okay.
we may drag on past the time, but I think it's
Yeah.
totally fine, no problem.
Okay. If you can stop share, then let
Okay,
me.
I'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah. If you can stop
Okay, I
share.
stopped share already. All right.
Wonderful. So then I think that's what everybody is interested to look at, right? Which is the job site. Okay, so let's take a look at the job site itself. All right. I hope you can see this. Um, so
Yep.
if you scan the QR code, you should be able to see this particular landing page itself. Is it too small? I don't know if it is too small. If it is too small, then I would just enlarge it. Okay, let me just enlarge it. Let me stop share and do a different kind of share. Okay, just bear with me. You should be able to see it now. Can everyone see this? Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Perfect.
Nice, nice. Okay, thank you. Yep. So you can see here, what you need to do is really to come to this page, and they make it really, really easy. So you can key in the job title. So I think, what do we have just now? Do we have like facilities?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Actually, what you can do is go to fields of work, go to fields
Oh,
of work
okay.
or
All
country.
right. Yeah.
Actually, you can go to you
I
facility
like that.
management. Yes,
I
yes,
like it's okay. So
yes,
you got
and you can go to Singapore location later. So you
okay.
just click this facility management, then you
Okay.
go to country territory below.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
then you
wow,
close
wow.
Singapore. They are,
So guys,
yeah,
this is their presence, right? They're in Germany, Hungary, Korea, Malaysia, and then there's Singapore. And then you can see here, right? Facilities project
there you go.
manager. There you go. Over here, senior technician and all that, which is nice. Yeah. So I think what's really interesting is your footprint, that you are, a global organization, and in my past life, when I was doing my corporate role, handling the top 5% of talent, for global organization, I know for a fact that companies actually are very hungry for people who are willing to go beyond, their role. So you're not short of opportunities there. Very nice here. Okay. So, do go through if you do go through here. So you've got facilities management, procurement, test engineering, and all that. All right.
So
So with
if you go to now, if you just reset, press reset on the
oh,
right.
okay.
Yep,
Wait,
press reset on the right.
hang on. Let me just
Reset on the right.
I
Yep.
see.
Yep. Then it goes back. Then you just click from country territory. Just put Singapore.
Okay. So
Yeah.
let me just go to Singapore
Yep.
again.
Yeah. Just click
Okay.
Singapore.
Singapore.
There you see.
98.
Yeah. There you
Just
go.
a little disappointed just now. I was thinking like only three. Sean.
No, 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 no. So all of this, you scroll on the left, you can see all the all of this, right?
Okay. Right,
There
right,
you
right,
go.
right.
Yes.
So
Yes.
here is
Yes.
where I'll be
Yes.
scrolling.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yes. The internship roles comes from there. You see the marketing. Someone asks about marketing. We have it
Yeah,
here.
someone asked. Yep, yep.
Yes, yes.
Someone
The
did.
facilities, we have it here. Warehouse assistant, we have it here. And we scroll
Right.
down, distribution operations as well.
Wow.
The senior staff engineer over here. This is a field application engineer. It's like technical sales, right?
Wow.
Okay. Okay. Intern. See this how many interns? I think close to 26. Technical
Wow.
project. There you go. Someone asked about that. Hello.
Yes,
So
someone
yep.
asked about that.
Yes.
Yep,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
they
You
did.
scroll down some more. Okay. Technician internship.
Right.
Uh,
And then you can see that the cursor
See,
keep,
IT, right? You have IT, data scientist,
yeah,
data
hold on.
analytics. Yep.
We've got this one,
HRO.
right?
Yep.
Com and Ben,
Yep.
HR,
Yep.
yeah, com and Ben. Wow, that's really a lot.
I
That's
think
really
the
a lot.
list. There you go. Engineer roles. There you see that again. In
Hmm.
IP, I don't know. Someone talked about it earlier. So this is fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. So this is good. I just want to say that it's your opportunity to get close. And although we are showcasing and demoing, the Singapore roles itself, I know there are also some of you who are calling in from outside of Singapore. Infineon has got footprint in those other countries. And
Yes.
I do preach this in my other, sessions. I always say, get yourself visible and get to know people there, because the
Mm-hmm.
most important thing is have some opinions and some reference to where you have met, whoever that you're connecting to. And Sean, right? I mean, this is like the best time ever to talk to him. And he has actually gone through transition himself,
Yeah.
so he would understand that. I'm sure you
So
have got quite a lot of.
yes, yes. So I joined the
Yeah.
public sector. Then I decided to say, hey, let me see whether I can go into private sector. So I
Hmm.
had that experience also working for the government, and then now in MNC and even the smaller companies. Yeah.
Okay, question from the crowd. You see, I don't even need to ask. I know the question will come out. Remember, I was just saying, and thank you so much for asking the question. So we've got let's see, Yoksan is asking. Yoksan asked this question: is Infineon open to taking on mid-career professionals as interns, or for those of us who are changing industry? Mid-career changes.
I'm sure there are opportunities for that, and that's where I think we don't say no, because that's why we have also contract roles, because you could explore, and you could explore, say, hey, maybe why not a 24-month or 12-month to see whether I'm suited for this. Because I know sometimes it's really daunting to actually, hey, I mean, like for example, in when I move from quality to organizational development, I say, hey, actually I used to be an ISO auditor. How can this be applied in my organizational design or whatever, so
Mm.
then maybe I should test myself out and see whether I can be able to do that. So then again, it's contract role helps you manage that, because then again the employer also know the expectation,
Right,
right?
right.
And then and to be frank, we have also a number of contract roles that have converted from contract to permanent.
Mm.
So there you go. It's a win-win, right? It's a win-win, and that there is always jobs for everyone. Is how we look at it. And again, I talk about it: agility, having clarity in your
Right.
purpose and what you want to do. So these are all very very important. And for me, when I left to join the public service, I actually took a huge pay cut, but
Mm,
I just wanted to learn how mature their systems are and what is it so good about the public service, right? So I took
mm.
a pay cut. I said, okay, I'm very clear. I need to change my role. I need to, and of course, if you need to change role, you cannot expect how much you're earning that and remain there, right? So then you must know your end in mind. Yeah, right, end in mind, right?
Indeed. It begin with the end in mind. That sounds like
Yes,
habit too
yes,
somewhere.
yes, yes, yes,
Seven
yes.
habit. I see. And for those of you who see a reply from Sharon, Sharon, is part of is also in the same team with Sean, and that's why she's responding on behalf of Infineon. Thanks, Sharon, for that.
Yes,
It's okay,
Sharon, thank
right?
you so much. So
Yeah,
Sharon is so wonderful because she handles Singapore and the ASEAN markets.
right.
So that's where she drives she leads this whole important role.
I know, and she wrote here, of course, we can't really, I mean, truth be told, we can't really find 100% job fit. But 60 to 70% is a good starting point. That's what I would say. And then the rest, we always look for, the attitude itself, how you think, and then how do you react to, unforeseen circumstances. Sometimes we are not in control of our emotions. Look, let's face it, we all have our dark side and bright side. We just don't want the
Sounds
slightest
like a
thing.
Hogan tool, is it?
Wow, you're sharing with everybody what we went through. Yeah, dark side and bright side, and we don't want the slightest indicator to bring out the dark side because we're all humans, right? So yeah, I think this has been a very very good crowd. And yeah, I don't have to worry because Sharon is answering all the chat questions.
Wow, wonderful.
Yeah. So but you've got a few clusters of roles that
Yes.
you might want to share with us in
Yep.
future episodes, right?
Yes,
Uh,
we will do that. We will go more deeper dive, I think. Yep.
mm.
And
So another question I have, which I always get from job seekers, is which actually someone emailed me, and this person said that I'm a returning mom. I took a gap year, all right, but I am an engineer.
wow.
So
Actually, we need people like that. Diversity.
sure,
We have diversity targets also.
sure or not,
Sorry,
you're
just
on
being very,
air,
very frank about it.
Oh dear. Maybe after today's episode, Sean will not come on air anymore. Okay, so returning mom who's an engineer, she's got the knowledge, but she's very afraid that her gap year is gonna put her in a disadvantage. So yep, fantastic. So you know who you are, reach out to Sean. All right, reach out to him. I mean, like I always say, there's never a guarantee, but it helps to start with a conversation to say, look, here's my past, but that doesn't define my future. Okay, so here's where I am. I'm ready to define and carve out a new future for myself. I'm looking for a sponsor who is willing to grow the extra mile with me. If you're that convicted, I don't think anybody will go away from you. Okay, so that's great. Let's see. I think these are the two burning questions. How long? The last one I will have before I let everybody off is how long typically is the selection process?
Me, I
Mm,
think our selection process differs from each country, but generally, candidate experience is very critical to us.
okay.
And we will try to have because we are a metrics organization trying to have a legal and functional manager to come on
Mm,
the selection process together rather than come asking you to come many times. We do not believe like you have to go through like 5 or 6 rounds. No, we don't believe in that. In fact,
right.
we try to keep it within maybe max 2 to 3 times. Yeah. So this is our selection process. And also what is important is when you get picked up by a recruiter, they will do a first conversation with you to find out about more about you, and so definitely share more with the recruiters when they connect with you. Tell them your aspiration, because aspiration is very important to us as well. So
Mm,
and that's part of selection process as well. A lot of people forget about this. Aspiration is very critical.
yes, 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 yes. It's the thing that hidden energy that
Yes.
brings you up out of bed in the morning, and then helps you to overcome adversity, right? Because not
Yep.
everybody will like you, no, but not everybody will like my perfume either, right? So if I meet all those people, then how am I going to overcome the adversity? But can I also ask if yeah, so is it okay to apply for jobs in different countries?
Oh
I think,
yes, yes,
what's
yes,
your, yeah.
yes, yes. Please do so. Uh, Let me know. Drop me a separate LinkedIn or whatever that you have
Mm,
applied for different roles. I will
mm,
be able to connect to my site team lead over in the other countries. So don't worry about that. Just let me know.
yeah.
We'll manage it back end. So don't worry about. Yeah.
Wow, this is so good. I get more than what I was prepared that you will do, but yay, very nice. There's also people who talk about them being interested in project and ops role. Hey guys, don't worry, just write down the roles that you're interested in the chat. I'll send all the roles that you have mentioned and your names out to Sharon and Sean. And like I said again, we are so blessed, right, that they will come back with two more episodes to
Yes.
dive a little bit deeper, which
Yep.
means you're going to get to know more people.
Yep.
You're going to get to know more people. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Very good. All right. So I think we're on to the last part. And so I'm going to, do you want me to show the video?
If,
Maybe.
if it's if it's if it's like too long, maybe show the video the next time. I'm not so sure.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep.
that's totally fine.
Let's do that. Let's do the video the next time. Okay.
Oops.
So
Yep.
that's like a little snippet for everybody here. Guys, for the next episode, please, go to our Facebook page. That's where we put up the forthcoming events, and also you can check out the recording. In fact, whatever we've gone through here, oh dear, Sean, whatever you're committed, yeah, is in a recording on our YouTube channel, and we've also have upcoming events. So why I share this with you, because partnerships with recruiters that work is where Sean is going to speak. So he's going to share with you a lot more about his personal advice, personal journey as well. So okay, thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for dialing in. We want to keep it short and sweet so that you get to connect with the employers. And I also have a personal agenda to also help employers to build their
Yep.
talent, because I've been there and I know for anyone who dabbles with talent, we always want to build a pipeline of talent. We always want to get to know talent. So just as well, right? Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, Sean.
Thank you so much. Yes, thank you.
And thank you, Sharon.
Yes,
She's
thanks, Sharon.
very active. Yeah, very nice. Thank you. And I'll see you guys at the next episode. I believe it's on 22nd of February.
Yep.
That would be, in the midst of Chinese New Year, but I can assure you your effort is worthwhile. So stay good, stay happy, and enjoy the rest of the week. What a way to
Yep.
start, right?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you again. Bye,
Thank you. Bye
everyone.
bye.
Thanks, Sean and
Yep.
Sharon,
Thank
and
you.
thanks, everybody. Cheers, guys. Bye.
Bye.